Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to have Dr. Dan from Sioux Falls Hypnosis in the studio. How you doing, sir?
Howdy. Good. Very good.
Excited to chat with you. We talked last week a little bit about stress. We've talked also about weight loss, and we've talked about stopping smoking. So a lot of different things that people are utilizing hypnosis to help them achieve their goals. But one of the things we're going to talk about right now is one that I guess I hadn't even instantly thought about this, but to just kind of boost your confidence, people help people with anxiety, and that's a pretty big deal too.
So call it confidence. Call it is a strategy to succeed at something. Confidence is sort of the that's the word most people will use for it. But let's say you're doing something and you want to be better at it. Yeah. You want to be more effective. You want to be more able to do more of it, or do it in a different way, or do it at a higher caliber, or whatever it is you're looking for. Yeah. And confidence is kind of the word we use to cover all of that. And the idea is, and we talked a little bit about this when we were talking about stress, is Janis Joplin, me and Bobby McGee. Yeah. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's the secret to confidence. Is, again, to know you're going to be okay. Yeah. No matter what. To realize it's okay to fail. It's okay to try and fail, or not get it right, or not get it the way you want it, and then to be able to try again. And the problem with confidence or succeeding or becoming good at something is that we try, and we're a little bit nervous, we're worried, maybe even fearful when we try, and then it doesn't work out the way we hoped it would, thought it would, worked so hard for, and then we have an emotional reaction to that. We don't get to be okay. We failed and we don't get to be okay. So what that means is that we don't really get to learn from what just took place. Yeah. We're supposed to, life is a trial and error endeavor. Yeah. You try and you fail. And the idea is we're supposed to be free and okay so that we can learn from that experience. So we can look at it and say, okay, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to try this a little differently. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to kind of learn what I need to learn here. And then I'm going to try again. Yeah. And that really is, when people are struggling to feel confident, when they're struggling to succeed, it's generally because the emotional reactions that they're having when they fail are making it hard to actually learn what they need to learn, and then to be okay enough to just go out and try again. You've done a lot of radio sales, I would assume. Yeah. You're going to hear the word no. You're going to hear, no, I don't think so, or we don't really, or people may get angry or frustrated with you. Yeah. You have to be able to take that in, learn from it, make some adjustments, and go out and do it again and feel okay about you and what you're doing and who you are.
And don't internalize it. Some people think that, they hate me.
And that is the message that we carry inside us. It has to be okay to fail. And a lot of us, when we grow up, we kind of get stuck in this place where it's not okay to fail. It's not okay to have to learn anything, which is really what failure, if I'm afraid of failing, what I am is I'm in a place where I can no longer learn. Yeah. I can no longer learn and use that learning to change and become better, which is the very thing that all of us want in the first place.
Absolutely.
And so you have to be able to be okay even when you make a mistake. It has to be all right to not know the answer. It has to be okay to fall down and pick yourself back up again. But the problem is that many of us struggle with that. And that's at Sioux Falls Hypnosis, one of the things we do is we focus on that learning and being able to learn that in a little different way. That you get to be okay. You get to make mistakes. It is all right to do that. You are a good person even if you make a mistake. And as a matter of fact, trial and error isn't the problem. It's the preferred way of living your life.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be able to do it. If you can't do it, you're going to have all kinds of anxiety, all kinds of struggles, all kinds of difficulties succeeding at the things you want to succeed at. Yeah. And so that's kind of that's a very offhand, a brief way to summarize it. But got to be okay even when you fall down. If you do that, you have all the confidence in the world.
And there are probably some careers and some, chosen paths in life where confidence maybe is more front and center. I think it's important for everybody to be confident, but there's some things where you need to be, like if you're an attorney and you're getting up in front of a, 'cause I remember watching a TV show where they had this attorney that was bumbling everything and he was unsure of himself. Sure. And it was a comedy. It was funny. But I kept thinking, who would want to have that attorney? So, and he was lacking confidence. But there are people who, and I think generationally, there are some things that we, in our generation, maybe think of as confidence that maybe a generation or two down the line don't even think of, like eye contact and a strong handshake and things that we kind of associate with confidence.
And that's really being comfortable enough in the moment. It's like when you first learned when you're first becoming doing radio, becoming a DJ, you're nervous about it.
Yeah.
You hem and you haw a little bit, and you second guess yourself, and you're thinking in your head while you're trying to do your job at the same time, and it gets awkward and weird. But the moment you realize that you get to be okay, the moment you have confidence, you're not doing many of those things. You're not second guessing yourself. You're not thinking about what you're doing in your head. Right. And so what happens is then all of a sudden everything gets easier. Yeah. And it really is the just the bone marrow deep recognition that, even if I make a mistake, I still get to be okay.
Yeah.
That allows us to function at a whole different level.
Yeah.
All of a sudden everything's better. It's smooth. It's easy. And that's what it's about. And to really be able to really know that just part of being human is occasionally we get these things in us, these beliefs, and we need someone to help us change them.
And I know someone that can help. Dr. Dan.
How about you call Sioux Falls Hypnosis?
There you go.
605-702-6691. You can look us up on the internet at SiouxFallsHypnosis.com.
Very nice. Thank you very much for stopping in.
Thanks.
He said so confidently. Again, you can learn more about Sioux Falls Hypnosis on their website, SiouxFallsHypnosis.com.